Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, June 26, 2022. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new to my podcast, welcome. Please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com. That's lisahopp.com for all about my work, my upcoming events, how to schedule. It's all right there on the website. And for those of you coming back every week, thank you so very much. I appreciate your comments, it's always positive, so I appreciate it so very much. Keep it coming, please. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. And also, please be sure to go to my business page under Lisa M. Hopp, Spiritual Coach and Medium, and follow me there as well, because that also has a lot of my upcoming events on there. And actually from Monday through Friday, some inspirational messages, truthful inspirational messages every day. So much I could talk about today. The 5-dimensional energy, the age of Aquarian energy is really spinning this week. It really is. It is trying to come to earth. So everything that needs to be healed is being healed. It doesn't always, though, look. Oh, how can I put this? It doesn't always appear as it is, though. But it's doing its thing. It's healing. It's bringing up what needs to be healed within us, so that it can drop here, and then we can have a time of peace and harmony and truly feel our oneness. And that's the truth. I'm not even being light about it, believe it or not. We are coming into a time of oneness as a planet. And there is a way. There is a way to get that oneness within yourself today. And rather talk about current contemporary topics, I'd rather get to that. I'd rather get to how you can feel that oneness and how it applies to answers to prayers. I know I'm one that was raised in a traditional religious household. And I was taught there was a separation between me and God. And that I was a sinner. I was a sinner by birth through original sin. That I would have to be baptized. That I would have to behave myself my whole life. And then I would have to pray to receive, hope to receive the grace and mercy of God to reach heaven. I might need some cleaning up first to go in through a purgatory, but it was always about that grace and mercy of God. And so for a lot of my life, let me put it to you this way. From the moment I arrived on earth, I felt connected and on the team of that source energy. And I would want it. I would crave it. So I would go to church and I would read, and I would, in my own way, not knowing what I was doing, meditate. I wanted that connection to strengthen it so much. And often when I would go, I would hear about that separation. I can remember once, I suppose I was probably about 6 years old or so, and I don't know what was being said at the speaker's stand, but I know I responded with, I've had more than one life. So I'm sure they were speaking about this one life and getting it right. And I knew even then that we've had other lives. We've had many other lives, many other incarnations. It's all about learning and expanding and growing and creating, and it's just wonderful. In my adult life, I've come to understand that I was never separated, that we are never separated from the energy. We separate ourselves from it through our mind, through teachings, through our ego, through our perceptions, through our beliefs. We are one with it. We are of it. And we've heard it. We've heard it. Yet then it is almost denied through the next thing said. We have heard that we are made in the image and likeness of our Creator. And how many of us think that that means that we are dealing with a human God that must be angry, that can get angry like us? Because not that we are made in the image and likeness of that Creator, but that Creator, we reverse it. That Creator is made in the image and likeness of us. That is not the truth. We have that oneness, that I am energy of God within us. We are that energy. It is quieted by our minds, as I said, by our egos, by our physical senses. But we are it. And all we have to do is be. Be that energy. Be that source. Be that oneness. And that means silencing the mind. The mind that tells us that we're not good enough, that we're separate, that we're not worthy, that we're sinners, that we might not get to that place of heaven, that we're not powerful. That isn't so. We are so much more than we're taught. So much more. We're all. So when Moses went to the mountaintop, and the illuminating bush told him of the I am, he was given the keys to be in oneness so that he could manifest and do miracles from there. I am. Now sometimes it's put in a very elementary way. It's said, just say, we are told whatever follows I am, we manifest. That's true. But we take that illumination that we are of God, that beingness of the I am, and we turn it into an affirmation. We turn it into a sentence we say, when it's so much more than that. But yes, it is true. It is true. If you say, I am powerful, you are. If you say and feel, I am loving, you are. I am in an ideal relationship. I am successful. Whatever follows I am, you get. It also works with I can't. I can't afford that. I can't do this. Anything you proclaim, you bring into you. You manifest. So what is prayer? Well, prayer is always a proclamation, a request, a put out there, this is what I want, just like an affirmation. And the answer to the prayer from God, from Source, from Universe, from Yahweh, whatever you want to call it, the answer is always yes. Never no. Yes. That is how powerful you are. And the great spiritual teachers and masters have taught us that over millennia. And yet we let that jumbled mind get in the way of what we fear or what we've heard from man. So let's pick a prayer. Let's go back to, I can't afford that. God says, well, all right, yes. Is that truly what you want? Even if you have to say, I am in the process of affording that, though it's better to just pronounce, I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am prosperous. When you say, I am not happy, okay, yes, you get it. When you say, my spouse is driving me crazy, okay, yes. Whenever you say, I'm stuck in this, I cannot make change, it will never be better, yes, okay, this is what you want, this is what you get. I love you, the universe says to you back. When you say, someone has more than me, yes. When you say, things never work out in my favor, yes. You get it? Change the prayer. Change the prayer consistently, forcibly, disciplined. Try it as long as you can, every day, and you will see that you get the yes you really want. And it's the truth. If you complain, you get more to complain about. And this is not a judgment or condemnation. It's just the truth. It's always a yes. And here's another thing. When I told you to feel what you say, when you're praying, it is not about asking for, because it's already yours. You're God in human body. You are tapped in and have access to the infiniteness of the universe. That is not blasphemy. That is true. There is infinite resources. If you have, someone else is not going without because you have. If they are going without, it's because of their prayer. They're getting what they asked for just as you have. And as you have, you'll love to give. And hopefully at some point everyone will understand that they are part of infinite source and will love to give as well. And then we'll all be given to each other. And that 5-dimensional energy would have landed. Harmony. But for now, another quick way to really get what you want out of your life, whether it be wealth, whether it be health, whether it be love, is to understand, to be knowing in that moment that you are the creator, that you are the resource. It's there, it's yours, it's now. And to really feel it, to be it, to walk around like it. Don't just ask with the right words. Feel that it's already yours, because it is. Just because you don't see it with your physical eyes doesn't mean it isn't already yours. It is. Just the physical is the blocker. The physical blinds us. It always lands last. It always lands last when we're almost ready to give up on seeing it, because we've let down the walls. We've let down the physical barriers. So wealth is easy to do. Well, it's not easy to do, but it's a popular one to do. It's maybe less complex than a relationship. You walk around like you're wealthy. What does that feel like? What would it feel like if you were a billionaire or a multimillionaire? If it's uncomfortable for you to be a billionaire, what's that feel like? Try it now as you listen to this. When I'm in my state of being, I feel free. I feel warm and fuzzy. I see warm colors. I feel an expansion. I feel like I want to give and give and give, and I'm happy. You should feel the expansion. Not boxed, not tight, not stressed, not worried, but the expansion. The flow. However you would define it. And then you do that as much as you possibly can, and you notice when you're not. When you start to worry, you go back to being. And you go back to speaking and thinking as you are being. It's easy if you're being to think and to say because you're feeling it. So all three will come together. And as you get practiced at this, you'll start to notice easily. My grammar's off this morning, apologies. You start to notice very easily, wait, I'm out. I'm worrying again, or I'm thinking about the bill. And don't focus on money. Do not focus on money, meaning don't focus on how much is in the checking account and how much am I going to get the raise? Am I going to get that job? When you go there towards the material, get into the being. Get into the thoughts. Get into how you're talking. Because you will tend to look at that and feel the lack. And remember, what you focus on, what you pray for, you get. So you don't want to pray for lack, because you'll get yes. And it's a feeling, the being it. It's even deeper than a feeling. So there's no need for you to buy things or run up your debt or anything. You don't have to do it in the being. And then you'll find that things work out and you're able to do what you didn't know you could do before. It's really a key. It's the same with health. Get into the being of wellness. What does that feel like? You'll probably notice that you have plenty of energy suddenly. That you feel lighter. Whatever it means for you. Loving relationships, being them. Love, 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 love. Whether it's romantic or platonic. You might even feel, and also when you are in the being of loving relationships, you'll float above them a bit. You're float above the drama. You just be sending rocket flares out in love, and things won't bother you like they used to. You won't be triggered like you used to be triggered. You won't show up for the drama or the fight. Try it. It's really something. And then all your prayers that are yes will be exactly what you're wanting to have, rather than prayers being answered yes by default or through habit. Now, another tool I've come across lately, well, it's actually an affirmation, and it is about wealth. So here's what I do. I'm in the being. I'm in the feeling. And then as I'm walking around my life, I'm very happily saying, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm receiving money in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. It is so much fun because it's happening. If I perhaps were saying that without feeling it, being that beingness, I might still see evidence that it's working, but it might be slower, it might take longer, it might not be as much, anything like that. Bob Proctor, the great spiritual teacher that just passed, he came up with that line, I believe. But there are many that say something just like it. And you can change it up for health. You can change it up for love. I am so happy and grateful now that I am receiving love, health. I am so happy and grateful now that I am healthy, that I am healed. However you want to phrase it, I am so happy and grateful now. And then there's a wonderful teacher, Joe Vitale, who was in The Secret about 15 years ago. He is very much connected in teachings to a Hawaiian method of healing called, and I'm going to say it slowly because it's a process. It's Hawaiian. All right. Ho'oponopono. I love you. Please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. And you can mix it up, and I might have just mixed it up. But whenever something throws you out, if you're looking at someone and they're triggering you, if you're judging someone, if you are judging something, I've been doing it a lot the last couple of days with the current state of things in this world. You heal yourself through that statement. And through healing yourself, you heal others. It's vibration, it's energy. Check it out. There's tapping or emotional freedom technique. There's Sedona method. There's hypnosis. There's meditation. There's neurolinguistic programming there, which is also a kind of hypnosis. There are tools to assist you in keeping yourself in that being healed state. And you find the one that works the best for you. And it is important to know, and it's been told, that the better you feel inside, the better your world will look on the outside. The better things will work for you. Give it a go. But most importantly, from this podcast today, keep in mind and remember that all your prayers are answered yes. Hear what you are saying. Hear what you are thinking. And hear what you are feeling. They are all going out like a prayer. And getting the answer, yes. And as I said to you, this world is going through shifts, and it's going back to the past to heal the past. And it can be a bumpy ride. And heaven would, like the perfect parent, say to you, there is absolutely no right or wrong. There is only healing. And that may drive us who have egos crazy. What do you mean there's no right and wrong? There's no right and wrong. There is only a call to healing, a call to expansion, and a call to oneness. You're allowed to be human, though. You're allowed to feel. Take care of that. Don't block it. But try to send within yourself and then outward that good energy. And know there's a higher power involved, a oneness. That is for us all. And it is kind of nice that oneness does not pick teams. It only picks love and oneness. It doesn't play favorites. It does what we ask. It answers the call. And it's always accessible to us. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope today is a wonderful day to a wonderful week. Think about yourself and what you want to ask for in every part of your life. Remember, it's yours to have if you believe it. If you know you're worthy of it. And if you feel it. Thank you again. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share. Follow me on Facebook. And check out my website, lisahop.com. I appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful day with many blessings. Take care.